This story begins with a noob. Me, a regular guy who loves video games, who doesn't know how to code, but always dreamt of creating one. This is my story, and it could also be yours too.
I love coffee. Okay, so there's this thing called vibe coding, which is basically a software development approach in which a person that doesn't know how to code can create their own game or app. Now, I've never written a single line of code, I have no coding experience, I'm a filmmaker and a content creator. The only thing I know how to do is use a camera and edit, and that's it. So I think that with all the available AI tools that we have now, it's very possible to create a functional game or app. In this particular case, I want to create a game. I love video games, I've always been a gamer, but I don't want to learn how to code, and I want to just focus on the vibe aspects of it, or die trying, but we'll see how it goes. Now, my idea is to document the entire process and show you what's possible, or I don't know, maybe I won't be able to make a game, but I want to be honest about it and see what works and what this vibe coding thing is.
To start the creative process, I like to dive into a bit of research. I surround myself with things that inspire me, whether it's learning about the history of a game or just getting lost in one. There's something about the way these worlds are built, the mechanics, the sound. It all feeds into the mood I'm chasing.
Okay, so I've decided I'm going to create a 2D shooting game. Now, for the last couple days, I've been trying to find a website that I can use to create this game, and I found Instance. With Instance, you can create apps, games, and even websites. So I've been testing it out just with very simple games over the last couple days, and I think this could probably work. One thing that I did find out when creating these games using AI is that you gotta be very simple about the first prompts that you give the machine, right? Like the platform. So in this case, if I want to create like a very complicated platform game, I can't just say, like create a platformer with like tons of levels and a very complicated jumping mechanic. You gotta be very simple about it, start small and then go big. So first of all, you'd want to start with the basics. So in this case, since I want to create a 2D shooting game, I'm going to start creating just the canvas, and we'll go from there. Keyboard. All right. The game should consist of canvas only. All right, let's see how that goes. And we're gonna rename this to Simple 2D Game. All right. There we go. Cool. Now we have our cube and I can move it around using my keyboard. Now, I think that we can improve the steering mechanics and we can probably use our mouse to move the cube around. So let's try and implement that. Let's update the steering mechanic. Cube should always try to reach my cursor on the canvas. Visualize that by drawing a direct line from cube to my cursor. All right, and it's done. Let's see if it works. Oh yes. I think it's a little bit too slow, so let's speed it up a bit. Increase the speed at which the cube is moving towards cursor. Display HTML cursor as crosshairs. All right, we got our cursor, and yeah, our mouse has disappeared and we have a crosshair. It's cool, right? Okay, so right now what we're missing is our bullets, so let's add that. Let's add a simple shooting mechanic on mouse click. All right, we want the bullets to head towards the direction of our crosshair. And it's done, let's see if it works. Yep, look at those beautiful yellow bullets. Now, I want the bullets to be the same color as the cube, so I'm going to tell the AI to input that. Okay, nice, it worked. We got blue bullets. I think that we're missing obstacles here. Otherwise, the map is very simple. So let's add hard-coded obstacles. Can't move or shoot through. And it's done. Let's see. Yeah, look at these obstacles. All right, I can't go through them. That's good. Now, another thing that I learned over these past few days just testing out AI game creators is that you gotta like play your game and see what's wrong with it and be very, very specific about how to fix something. We still haven't encountered an error, so we're safe for now. But believe me, these can come up. And yep, it's good. Bullets can't go through the obstacles, so we're safe for now. Now we're missing a bot player or a CPU, whatever you want to call it. So let's add one of those. Add a bot player that shoots at me. All right, it added it. It looks like it's stuck at the top left, so we'll see if it works. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Looks like the red cube wants to kill us. Okay, what's interesting is that from our earlier prompt where we said that we wanted the bullets to be the same color as the cube, I think it also respected that. So that's why we have red bullets coming from the red cube. So that's really cool. Okay. Oh, do you guys see that? Now, when we go through a player, I think that players should be treated as an obstacle. So let's tell the AI to do that. Treat players as obstacles that you can't go through. All right, it's done. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's chasing me. Yep, there we go. We got an obstacle. Oh, but it stopped shooting at us. Okay, we found our first issue. Now, the bot is not shooting at us, and it should be. So let's fix that. The bot stopped shooting at me. Let's see if that works. All right, so the AI is treating this as an error. I'll fix the bot shooting issue by making sure the bot can properly shoot at the player even when they're treated as obstacles for collision detection. All right, let's see. It finished updating the game, but it's still not working, and I just realized that I can't shoot either, so we gotta fix that error. Fix the error with me. I don't know if I prompted correctly, but let's see if it interprets it. I'll fix the shooting issue where neither the player nor the bot are shooting bullets. Okay, let's see if it works. All right, I'm shooting. Oh, Yep, there we go. Nice. I feel like we're missing some kind of explosion effect, like a visual cue that we can see when a bullet lands on an obstacle or on another player. Add an explosion effect when a bullet hits an obstacle or a bot. Let's see if it worked. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Oh. That is awesome. It's like the bullet that I shoot is blue, as we said, but when it impacts on the red cube, it's actually like the explosion is red. And when the red cube hits me, the explosion is blue. So I like that. Okay, it's looking good so far, but there are no stakes here. So let's add a life system in which each cube gets 3 lives, and whenever you lose those lives, you're dead, or it's game over. Player gets 3 lives. Each bullet hit. Lose 1 life. Is it called a life system? I don't know. I hope the AI understood me. Okay. We have our player lives 3 and bot lives 3. I think it worked. Oh, 2 lives, 1 life, 0. Bot wins. Nice. And it just froze there. So let's add some kind of like retry or continue button so we can play again. When you lose 3 lives, a game over message should appear, and at the bottom, a retry button to reset the game. I added an extra O. When you lose. Disclaimer, English is not my first language, so bear with me. Okay, it's done. Let's see. All right, 1 life. Oh. God, I'm so bad at this. Oh, player wins. And we got a retry button. And it works. Okay, I want each cube to start at opposite sides of the map. Each cube should start at opposite sides of the map. Let's also add a 3, 2, 1 counter for the game starts. I hope this prompt is not too complicated because I just gave it 2 instructions in 1 sentence, so we'll see. All right, it's updated. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. That's what we wanted. Now, I don't really like having like the player lives and bot lives on the top left corner in the canvas. I want it outside of the canvas, just so we can keep the map clean, okay? Move the player lives info and bot lives info outside of the canvas. Okay, we got our lives information outside of the canvas and it's looking very clean. Yep. Okay, so we have our basic game and I like it so far, but it's a little bit boring visually. And I want to give it like my touch on this game, and I'm a huge video games fan. I love retro gaming, I love 8-bit style. So let's try and implement that to this game. Make it 8-bit themed. I'll transform the game into a neon retro 8-bit style with vibrant neon colors, glowing effects, and classic synthwave aesthetics. Yeah, give me those synthwave vibes. All right, it's done. Let's check it out. Oh, I love the green. And the purple obstacles with like green outlines, looks pretty cool. So I feel that the bot is a little dumb, so let's make him a little bit smarter. Okay, so I think the bot is smarter now, so let's test it out. Oh. All right. It's way smarter than before. And it's even more aggressive, I would say. All right, we have our game. I'm very happy with the way it looks, with the way it plays, and just the overall results. But I feel that it's missing a multiplayer option, so that's something that I want to add in the future. Now, I'm a firm believer that in every creative process, it's super important to get feedback, whether you're working on a painting, on a video, on a photo. I feel that when you show your work to someone else, they might have a different take or see something that you don't see. And you can also incorporate that into a newer version of that project. So having said that, today I want to go to my boyfriend's house and have him test the game and see what he thinks about it. Hola. La cosa es así. Diseñé un juego utilizando una inteligencia artificial y este es el resultado. Quiero que lo pruebes y me digas qué te parece.
Lo que... Ahí le pegué, ¿no?
¿O el detalle te pegó?
Ah, ok.
Ah,
Bien, me ganó.
Vamos de vuelta.
Ahora sí le hace jugar. Ah, ya entendí cómo disparar.
¡Vamos!
No le puedo ganar. ¿Le gané?
¿Sí? ¿Ganaste una partida?
Ok.
Quiero saber qué te pareció difícil, qué le cambiaría, o sea, nada, que me seas sincero con todo lo que experimentaste con el juego.
Bien, creo que la mecánica es muy básica, pero me gustó, es entretenido porque siento que no sabes para dónde te puede salir el otro cuadrado y eso es entretenido. Empezar a entender cómo es la mecánica del juego.
Bien. ¿Qué le cambiarías? ¿Qué modificarías? ¿Qué te gustaría ver? Porque esto es como una versión muy simple del juego.
Creo que implementaría quizás que puedas pasar de nivel en vez de quedarse en el mismo mapa. Eso sería muy entretenido. Y que los niveles también tengan diferentes tipos de armas que yo pueda tener. O quizás alguna forma, algún ítem que haga que mi cuadrado se vuelva más fuerte.
Capaz una armadura. Sí. Claro, porque solamente tenés tres vidas. Bien.
También me gustaría que tenga una opción de multijugador.
Ok, interesante. Bueno, justo que lo mencionas ahora, es algo que yo tenía como que contemplado agregar porque es como que por ahora es muy básico y la idea era probar con un bot. Después es agregarle un multijugador. Pero nada, ¿monte que te haya gustado?
Sí, está bueno.
Today was a very long day, but a very productive one. I'm really happy with the first version of the game, and I'm thankful for Bruno's honest feedback about it. I think there are a lot of things that could be done better in a second version of the game, but so far it's looking pretty good. And I want to share the game with you guys. I'll leave a link down below, and I want to hear what you think. Just be honest about it. If you think that the game is great, just let me know. If you think that something could be added, or I don't know, a mod or implemented or whatever you guys think, just leave a comment. And if you think that the game is a piece of also let me know. And yeah, just leave a comment. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.